Some people are still asking, when will things get cheaper? When will the prices of fuel go back down? When will the policies benefit the common man? And every time I hear these questions, I realize that many Nigerians still do not understand how close Nigeria was to a collapse prior to this administration. Nigeria was at the verge of becoming a disaster. We were living on borrowed illusion, an illusion funded by debt, an illusion sustained by subsidies, an illusion previous governments were too afraid to touch. Not because they didn't know, they knew. Even the opposition candidates admitted that subsidy had to go. But knowing what is destroying a country and having the courage to remove it are two different things. Let me tell you, Nigeria is not just fighting economic hardship. Nigeria is fighting powerful systems, cabals, entrenched interests, people who have benefited from this country staying weak, manipulated, and broken. And some of you think that the leadership of Nigeria is public empathy, vibes, and social media grammar. No. It takes power to confront power. It takes an unusual strength to fight systems that have fed off a nation for decades. Or you think that these cabals exist only in politics? They are everywhere. They are in the sectors, in the industries, in the institutions, in the systems, everywhere. And you think one nice leader will appear and everyone will suddenly cooperate. No. Systems fight back violently, economically, politically, structurally. Now let me say this. Many of us, unfortunately, do not understand the magnitude of what is currently going on. The old system is shaking, and that is why the resistance is loud. I also need to make us understand that fuel is not returning back to the old price. That era is gone. That veil has been removed. So let's stop waiting for the artificial comfort we are used to return. The real conversation is, how do we create jobs? How do we increase productivity? How do we build industries? How do we open up the economy? Because the recovery of this nation will not come from fantasy. It will come from productivity. When roads are built, economies open up. When infrastructure expands, businesses move. When states become accessible, investment spreads. When industries rise, jobs rise. That is nation building, not emotional outrage every morning. And yes, Nigerians are feeling pain. Real pain, oh. But hear me, painful reforms are not always wicked reforms. Sometimes surgery is painful because something dangerous is being removed. Don't get me wrong, Nigeria still has a lot of problems. Nobody is denying that. But we refuse to be gaslit into believing that this country needs to return to systems that were quietly destroying it. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Many of the reforms people are insulting today may become the foundations future generations will survive on tomorrow. Because a country cannot heal while addicted to illusions.